حي على الفلاح.
Guys, I just want to say a quick thing about people thinking that they are in a position to think that they're just right. They're right. Now, there could be any kind of confrontation or an argument or something taking place. Now, I've had a number of people come to me and they come to you and they'll give you a story and they'll say, this happened and that happened and this person said to me. The thing is, look, when a person talks to you and they give you a story, most likely they will tell you all the best things that will make them look good, and they will give you very little, if anything, about them being wrong, and they will paint a massive picture of the other person being wrong, and they'll give you very little, if anything, that the other person is actually right. This happens in most cases, and you've got to be a person whenever, I don't care if it's a friend, a family member, husband and wife, I don't care who, parent, child, whatever, two musallis in a masjid, two people who are on different sides of the deen, or having an argument or a difference of opinion. Please, first thing is first, the fact that this person says, I'm completely right, and he or she is completely wrong, forget it. Most cases, 99% of cases, that is not the case. So what do? Well, you have to talk to the other person, you have to talk to the other party, and you have to find out their story, and they might do exactly the same thing. When you listen to the other party, then you have to corroborate what they've said with this person. So usually when an imam like myself will have a person coming to us and giving us a story, we have to try and be unbiased, and we have to try and be in a position where we can get the other person. Now, it's not always the case that you can listen to the other person. Sometimes if you get the other person involved, the whole situation is going to blow up. So that's why what we do is we'll have to do our best to give advice. But what I want to say to you is this, and I've had recently I had a couple come to me. It was a husband and a wife. And when you listen to the husband, you think, Subhanallah, that woman, she did all that to this man? Oh my God. And then I said, okay, fine, I'll sit with yourself. Again, after I say this, guys, look, I haven't got time to sit with everybody. This was a very close person to me that I had to do this with, okay? So don't try and contact me and say, I've got this problem, that problem. Seriously, go to your local imams and sort it out, inshallah. So anyway, this person gave me his story. So I said, okay, let me go and see your wife. So he said, okay, fine. He arranged for his wife to be there, and his wife spoke to me directly. And when I heard her story, you think, Subhanallah, the guy done all of that? Seriously? Then after that, okay, I said to the husband, okay, let me speak to you. I said, look, your wife said it's all about you. And then he says a few other things. You think, whoa, okay. And then you speak to her and she says a few other things. And you think, okay. Then you get both of them together and you speak to both of them. And then you know what I had to do? I found out that, and this happens a lot, guys, the problem is not with them. See, when they say, I'm right, she's wrong, and I'm right, and he's wrong, and that kind of, thing. First is, I'm right, you're wrong, or like, heads I win, tails you lose, is very unfair. But you know what I found in this case, which I found in a lot of cases, is I asked them a question. I said, if both of you live together on your own, without all your fathers, mothers, father-in-laws, mother-in-laws, brothers, sisters, in-laws, whoever, relatives, all of them out the way, just you and her, just you and him, just live together and just be on your own. Would you be able to live together happily? And the answer was yes. And I found that answer quite a lot of times when I asked them this question, especially early in the marriage. And I said, you know what the problem is? The problem is with other people. You think the problem is here because they're kind of cat and dog sort of fight, or I'm right, you're wrong, that kind of thing. And when I spoke to the extended family, alhamdulillah, I managed to tell them to lay their hands off the marriage. Let these two get on together. Alhamdulillah, these guys have been going on now for a good few months. Alhamdulillah, good few months. What I want to say to you is, first, is wrong when people come to you and they give you a full story. Please see through all of it. Allah has told us in the Quran, فَتَبَيَّنُوا. Do your research. Go get your clarification. Find out the truth, and especially from both parties. You can't just listen to one party and make your judgment. And this is what Muslims should do. So whatever situation it is, please Try and get to the bottom of it and then make your conclusion. And don't listen to anyone who says, I'm completely right and that person completely wrong. Go and try and be a bit balanced, okay, on both sides. Jazakumullah khair. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
حي على الفلاح.
The Safar curriculum covers all the Islamic educational needs of young Muslims today in a fun, simple and engaging way. Tried and tested for over 15 years at one of the UK's leading maktabs, the curriculum has been adopted by hundreds of institutions around the world and makes your child's journey in seeking knowledge easy, meaningful and dynamic. This innovative and comprehensive curriculum covers Quran and Tajweed, Islamic studies, du'as and surahs, as well as Arabic in an integrated and structured way. Visit safarpublications.org to find out more.